Welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore. This is part one of our annual season preview edition, where we each give you our ladder predictions for season 2024. In part two, we'll also pick our Brownlow medalist, Rising Star winner, and of course the 2024 premiers. Today's one of our favourite shows of the year, where we either look like geniuses or spuds. In this episode, we'll feature the 10 teams that missed the finals last year. So we're gonna go in order of last year's ladder positions. So let's start straight off the bat with 18th position West Coast Eagles. They won 3 games for the year. Andrew,
what do you say about West Coast?
not much.
Not much. Hopeless, useless. Did nothing in the draft apart from Harley Reid, who looks amazing. Yep. But one player isn't going to change the fortunes of West Coast Eagles. Not. I've got them finishing dead last, 18th again. And Adam Simpson shouldn't be the coach. They need some fresh ideas.
Yeah,
I think
that's my take. Harley Reid does look like he
looks amazing, doesn't he?
It's going to be something special, that kid. I agree. I think they need to change the scenery, coach-wise. I mean,
yep.
But I'm not defending him. But they've been a bit stiff with injuries. Like Liam Ryan's, is he still? Yeah. He's out for a while, isn't he? I think.
Yeah.
Hamstring again.
You're right.
So there's a few others here and there, and they've got kids who've just thrown into the heat. You know what I mean? So,
I'll give you the injury thing, but they've been notorious for hanging on. These old players who always get injured.
I agree.
Yo, Shuey, Nat Nui,
totally agree.
Gaff, what's the other one? Dom Sheed, always injured now. Get rid of these guys.
Barras injured as well.
Kelly on that, they're going to be banking on Kelly. Surely they can't bank on Harley Reid.
Well, they have to. They've got nothing else.
They shouldn't, but they will.
They
will. Yeah.
On that note, I'm with you, mate. I just can't see how they're going to climb this year. I think they'll be 18th again.
Yeah, I've got them 18th. 5 losses of 100 points plus last year.
Far out.
Disgraceful. Injuries, and their bottom end is raw.
Very raw.
It's poor.
But so that means that they need their top end to stand up. Like we said, McGovern, Yo, Shuey, they've got to stand up to be a little bit competitive. But
they have to.
I've got them 18th as well.
Shuey's retired, by the way.
He's got no chance of standing up.
Of standing up. He couldn't stand up when he was playing.
Maybe local Perth footy.
Yeah, probably.
He's got to stand up for Claremont. 17th position last year was North Melbourne with 3 wins. Vito?
Wow. What I've seen so far, it looks like there's going to be some improvement there. Look, last year, I think you told me this a while ago, that they lost a few games under a certain amount. What was it?
I've got them. They lost 5 games by under 9 points.
Gee, that's pretty. Stiff. That's not a bad. I mean, stiff. And then they lost the Sydney game. We've been through that.
Yeah.
By a stupid error. There's a couple of games there where they had control in the last 5 minutes and fell over.
Yeah.
So, but I think the addition of McKercher. I know these guys are broad as well. McKercher, Dersma. I think George is going to be better for a year. That hopefully stays fit. LDU's gone to the next level. Obviously, I've been wrong about him, but the midfield's starting to look.
It's their weapon.
Yeah, their weapon. I think the backline's still going to be an issue. When Logue comes back, I think that'll help. Comben going back, I think will be good because they need a big body down there. And he looks like he can take a mark. So, look, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't think they'll finish 17th. I've got them 16th this time. I think they'll climb 1 spot and maybe win. They won 3 games last year.
Yeah.
I think they might win 5.
That's a reasonable assessment. I thought you were going to go higher and more bullish.
No, I thought about it, and I just don't know how they'll climb 1 spot and win a couple more games, and I don't think they'll get blown out of the water as often.
Well, they had 7 losses by north of 40 points.
Yeah,
so they've got to minimise that, don't they?
That's what I mean. I think they will.
Yeah.
Andrew, I like North.
So you've said your position, yeah.
Yeah, he's 16th.
You like North?
I like North. I really like North. I like their young kids. Midfield, I've been telling you for 2 years, it's going to be the best midfield in the comp next year onwards. Guaranteed. It's just there's just too many good players going through that midfield not to. You miss one guy, the guy that pops out of your Weet-Bix. You won't notice his name.
Dylan Stevens.
Yeah. He's going to be.
I liked what I saw of him last week.
He looks
got an engine.
He has, and that's what North need. They
run
need
all day,
relentless, helping the back line.
Yeah.
The only problem I got with North is the back line.
That's of course, and that's
bad.
Obvious.
Yeah, obvious. Love Nick Larkey up forward. Zer's lost a bit of weight. He's going to be menacing this year.
Curtis can kick a goal.
Yeah. Xavier Dersma is interesting. Is it Xavier?
That's Xavier's
No,
one
no,
that plays
it's
at
not
Essendon.
Xavier.
Oh, what's his name?
Oh, I forgot his first name.
Dersma.
Yeah, Dersma, the North one.
Zach? I don't know.
No, it's not Zach. I don't know. But I think he's going to be interesting. McKercher, of course.
So
But
position,
I've got him finishing 15th.
one more. And how many wins do you think? I mean, it's not a prerequisite.
6 to 8, I'd say.
6 to 8.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
There's a lot
Jane
of bad
Collins has
sides.
said that.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad sides in the AFL. But
Okay,
anyway.
fair enough.
Well, you've covered pretty much everything that you guys have said. The North ball factor, like they're really concentrating on that, like the run and carry. And
I like that. That looks better.
they've stockpiled now so much talent that now there's no excuse to go and win.
Yeah.
You know,
And they got one. They got another practice match. It'll be interesting to see who they play now. Although you think they go close to putting in a lineup that's going to
well,
start.
it has to be, doesn't it?
You would think.
Although Wardlaw's not playing.
Well, they said he'll be good
Yeah,
to go.
right for round one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Look, the back line's going to concede big scores, so you probably just got to accept that. And I've got him 16th as well, same as V.
Okay. Oh, we're not far off.
And look, maybe they could double their wins, so they could go to 6 wins. And
I see that.
16th might. I don't know, 6 wins might get them
15th.
14th, 15th.
Maybe.
Might even lift them out of the bottom 4. So, moving on, Hawthorn. They finished 16th last year with 7 wins. Won a few games. Well, they beat both grand finalists.
Yeah.
So, Andrew.
That's Vito. I'm Andrew.
Yep.
I like what Hawthorn's doing. However, their injuries are going to...
That's
They've
exactly.
killed them already.
Their season's over because of the
It's
injuries.
killed them already.
That's the only thing. I love what they're doing. I love their recruiting. Their injuries have just depleted them.
So
Finished.
GF, Moore, Day, Denver,
Yeah.
Granger, Barras, and Blank.
And are they all out round one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Essendon will trounce them, you know that.
Yeah.
I don't know about Trounce, but anyway, that's a story for another day. But
Yeah.
I just think any chance of them climbing and getting better is going to be a year behind just because of these injuries. I actually feel so. I mean, again, the bloody practice matches have got them.
Position?
16th.
16th.
That low.
Yeah.
So did
What
you
have
put
you-
not-
Oh, actually, sorry, not 16th. 14th. I was 16th
That
last
hot,
year.
yeah.
14th. But before all these injuries, I had them climbing to 12th, 10th. Not 8, but just in that echelon below.
Yep.
So
There's not much else. That's exactly what I was going to say. These injuries are
yeah,
going to
kill them,
deplete
haven't
them early, and I don't know if they're going to win enough games to climb too much. And I agree, though. I think they were going to be higher. I've put him 14th as well. I had him 14th as well.
Yeah, you
Just-
still stick with it, though?
I'll still stick to it because I think they'll still be good enough to win games, and they'll get those players back too.
They will
remember?
at some
Yeah.
point.
They will get them back, but they've still got some decent.
Yeah, their midfield's good. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So
yeah. So 14th.
14th, and I think that if for them for the injuries, maybe a position or two higher.
Yeah. The injuries for me solidified that they're not any better than North.
No,
No.
I agree.
I've
with
got
you.
them 17th, second last.
Okay. Jeez.
I think they're highly overrated. They won games where their inconsistencies what's going to kill them.
Yeah,
They're
no
poor
doubt.
against poor sides, and they were good against good sides.
He's
and,
right.
Their forward line looks okay. Finally, Lewis is back.
Ginnivan, yeah,
comes in.
great.
Gunston, Chol, Watson is supposed to be, but it's the other end.
Oh,
Like
no
Sicily,
doubt.
that's all they got.
You just remember that Gunston's on his way out.
Yeah,
but he's
that's
just
true.
he's a
Yeah,
pinch
he's on his
hitter.
way.
He's
So is
only-
Bruce.
Yeah, so is Bruce,
Yeah.
but they'll still
But
kick
I
your goals.
got them sliding. Sliding. They finished 16th.
Yeah,
7
it's-
wins. I think 17th and less than 7
Okay.
wins for me.
Fair enough.
Gold Coast. Vito.
Actually, don't laugh because I think they'll be. What did they finish last year? Have you got
They
that?
finished 15th with
15th.
9 wins.
Okay, well, I think they'll be a little bit better this year. Those academy kids,
They're
right,
great, aren't they?
going to be guns.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're going to fire early. You got to give
Yeah.
them time. You got to give
Yeah.
them time.
Yeah.
I think Hardwick's influence definitely is going to make a difference. I don't
Yep.
care what anyone says, mate.
Has
List,
to.
list or no list, he's going to come there and he's going to, he's going to implement what he wants to implement. And obviously, he'll use some of the Richmond culture, Richmond ideas. Obviously, different players, different setup. But obviously, he knows what he's doing. So.
They can improve, can't they?
Absolutely. So I think those academy kids, as the season goes on, will get better. Whoever they play, if they play all 4, or if they play 2 or 3, whatever. And who have they? Just I don't know if you've got that down. Who have they added? I know they've added some names as well.
I don't know. They haven't added anything of note other
Okay,
than the
those-
academy.
yeah,
the
kids,
academy, they were the big
So they're going
adds.
with their own talent.
Okay. And just they've got some good players like those in the
King,
middle.
Lukosius, Ainsworth, Ballard, Powell, Flanders.
So on
King
that,
talent.
Yeah. Come on, mate.
Nah, King can play. I don't think he's not terrible.
Right here.
Come on.
Anyway, 15th last year. I think they'll finish 13th.
Will they, and a question for both, will they, during the course of the year, be in the 8? And then they'll, will they be up there challenging and then they'll fall out? Or they're going to be a solid...
No, they'll be solid around
4.5.
11, 12, 13, finish 13. I think they'll slide towards
Yep.
the end. But they'll be thereabouts. But I don't think they'll be ever an 8 challenger this year.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, Gold Coast. Still can't trust them.
No, I agree with that.
I just can't trust some of their players. They've got some really good talent,
Like we've mentioned.
except King. I can't trust him. I can't trust him. You can't.
Jeez.
King and Casbolt as your two main forwards, you're always behind the 8 ball with those two, right? I'm sorry.
Is this I know we're getting off the subject. Is St Kilda King better?
Yeah, marginally.
Okay.
Only because he's in Melbourne. Because it's a holiday up there. Anyway, I think Hardwick, you're right, Vito, will come in with his ideas and he won't take any crap from them. That's one thing that he won't.
Yeah.
No.
Because I've been too comfortable for years, Gold Coast.
Yep.
Just too comfortable. I've got them finishing 12th.
Yep.
Okay.
I think they'll be a little bit better, but this notion of them making the 8 ain't going to happen this year.
No, I agree.
Well,
Not even close.
they should expect to make it through Hardwick. The question both of you guys have asked for on the team with Hardwick is the coach cause a spike, or it won't be a dip, but that instant spike of the new coach? No.
Yeah, a couple of extra games,
Yeah,
but not
They
finals.
can definitely improve. Look, that was 6-6. I had a look. That was 6-6, and out of the 8 on percentage after 12 rounds.
Okay.
And then the bye came, and they won 3 more games for the year. They
Exactly.
fell apart.
But that happens every
The
time.
bye.
Every year
Yeah,
it happens
it
with them.
does.
They
It's
go
good.
okay for
Yeah.
a while, then they just lose
They
every...
get
Yep.
comfortable.
The game plan under Jews like that contested battle sort of game. I don't think Hardwick's going to play that.
No, but I don't know. I don't know that they're going to be able to master what Hardwick wants.
Not yet.
No.
That's why this year they're no chance of
No,
winning finals.
but they got stability with Hardwick.
No
and
doubt,
the club's got finally for the first time. I mean, Guy McKenna.
I know.
and Stewart. They finally got stability. They've got to win games at home.
Didn't Rodney Eade coach them for
Rodney
a couple of
Eade.
years?
They've got to win games at home.
100%.
They've
They've got to be a
gotta win.
They'll
fortress.
get Gary Ayres next.
Oh, dear.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, I've got them 13th.
Okay. Yeah, we're all around the mark.
Fremantle finished Fremantle or Fremantle?
Fremantle.
14th. They won 10 games for the year on the back of 15 the year before.
Am I talking?
You can go first.
You have to because he's going to
Right.
Unload.
water it down.
Well, Fremantle. They're talking about, what's his name? Jackson there. He's going to be the...
Yeah,
Mate,
the
you
improvement.
serious? Are
Yeah.
you serious? Good footballer. Don't get me wrong. Absolute, very good footballer, actually. But I'm sorry. If you're banking on him to take you right up the ladder, can't help you.
He hasn't done it in 3 years.
That's what I mean. But they're
And he
carrying
was
on.
supported when he played for Melbourne by Guns.
And they lost a couple of those. One of the guys. Who did they lose? That
Schultz.
well, they lost Schultz.
Schultz and the other guy. They went to St Kilda, I think.
Yeah, Henry.
Correct.
Henry, yeah, Liam Henry.
Right, that's a loss. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah,
he's
it is.
quick. He's a decent
It's a
footballer.
great get for St Kilda.
Bloody
Bloody
oath
get
it
to
is.
them.
And also, I mean, okay, what's his name's back? The forgotten man, Taberner.
Is he back?
He played last night or whenever they played.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I saw him
Taberner.
take a mark on the wing.
So he will help with the forward half.
Yeah, he would help with the forward half. Barring that, I'm sorry, I just don't see any
They're very bland,
No,
mundane.
they're ugly.
They need salt added to them or sugar or something.
something. But I've got him finishing second last. The two Perth sides.
Yeah,
I got him
that's a
17th.
fair call.
I got him 17th. I just can't
That's
see.
a fair call.
I see him sliding.
Andrew.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I've got them finishing 16th.
Yep.
They're no good. Their list is horrendous. They signed 5 for another 2 years. They signed Walters for
saw him
another
play.
years. Disastrous. Why are you signing 33-year-olds for 2 years who are broken?
Because like he said, there's not much other talent
Well,
there. They've got to
It's
hold
called
on to 'em.
desperation, and they've got no names.
Okay. So make a coaching change. Start
Yeah, I
again.
agree.
Get rid of coach.
I agree with
Get
that.
rid of the coach. Get rid of Fife. Get rid of Walters. Get rid of these.
Is Walters?
30
How long has he got another contract?
2 years. They signed him last year for 2
Is
years.
it possibly because they're the second youngest team in the comp with these blokes?
Hence
they
what?
are, yeah.
Perhaps. But hence what? But they don't play these guys. What? You can have them as coaches around the club. They don't have to be on
I know what you
800,000
mean.
being on
Yeah.
the list.
How
when
old's Walters, if you know off the top of your head?
32, I believe.
Okay.
But he's always injured. He's sore.
Nah, he's not right.
He's had his season, right?
He's had
got
his-
them
his career.
bottom
yeah.
four,
season.
16th.
Yeah, 16th.
I've got them 15th, bottom four as well, so we all
Yeah.
agree there.
They're not going anywhere.
The coach is under massive pressure.
Massive.
Their ball movement needs to improve to
Absolutely.
actually win more games of footy. Their midfield's the key. Young, Brayshaw, Sarong, Fife, Brody. Like, their midfield's their
Good.
strength.
Good. Reasonably good.
Their forwards, this Tracy looks all right. Joy Amos looks okay, but they're young and they're raw. And Darcy, the Darcy-Jackson ruck combo, it has to work.
If
They
that does,
decided to go with it.
if that doesn't work,
gotta
then
work.
massive strife, I'll tell you.
So 15th, bottom four for all three of us.
Yep.
There you go.
Richmond, 13th, 10 wins. Whose turn is it? It's yours. New coach, Adam YZE.
Yep. Wisey.
Why is he?
I don't like what I see with Richmond. I don't like it one bit. I just think they haven't made enough changes. Like, some of those old players are still there. The Richmond era's finished, right? You've got to start again.
Yeah, maybe.
lost
Yeah, I
Wilson.
agree. I'm starting to.
Yeah, they lost
to
what?
agree.
Revolt, Cochin.
Yeah, that's fine, but they
brought
need
in
to.
Naismith and Kashitsky.
That's what I was going to say. If you think
Oh, you're going to go to town on
Kazitsky, quite possibly the worst player on the AFL list to actually play games.
I'd love him to respond to you if you found
is
this.
hey,
I'd love him to respond to him if you found
who,
this.
Kazitsky?
Yeah.
Feel free, mate. I'm just telling you as I see it.
The
You can
worst.
Say, you can say I'm a terrible podcast person, and that's fine. I'll take your criticism.
So you're telling me he's the,
The worst.
worst?
He's got no idea what he's doing
Okay.
out there. Zero, okay?
What else?
So if they think he's the answer to play when Tom Lynch is injured, where are the goals coming from? Can't see any semblance
Bolter?
of... So a backman going forward who doesn't know how to play
He's
forward.
going to play forward, though.
He's gonna- I agree with you.
No. I'll say it again. A backman
Yeah,
going
I know.
forward who doesn't know how to play forward. Where are the goals coming from?
From the best small forward in the comp, too, Bolton.
Yep, that's 4 goals and 2 from Dustin Martin, and that's about all you get.
Yeah, you're right. They're not going to score. You're right.
I've got them finishing 17th.
Second last.
Yeah, I've got a very lean year for Richmond. Honestly.
Jeez, that's huge.
That's a pace thing.
Well, what do you want me to say? They finished 13th last year.
Yeah.
With Hardwick, right? They still had Revolt.
Hardwick
and
had
Koch.
some odd things happening in the back end of that year. They were
100%.
playing players
he was.
weird positions.
He was cooked.
He was
there,
cooked.
mate.
That's
He
why
was.
he left.
He
He did the
What do
best.
you think on Richmond?
Well, I agree with the thing about Lynch. If Lynch doesn't stand up, if he gets injured again or he's in and out, they're going to struggle
When
to
is he
kick
due?
goals.
When's he coming
I
back?
don't know. He's not.
We don't
Is he
know.
playing round
I don't think so.
opening?
No, I don't think
Round
so.
one.
What about round one, like as in Carlton?
No,
No,
possibly
yeah.
round 1, they said, but I find that hard to believe.
Oh, would you believe? Well, yeah, the Lynch thing, you got me. The Lynch thing is going to be a problem, I agree. And Bolton, yeah, you're right, probably the best small forward in it. I agree, he's an absolute gun. But, mate, if you're going to be thinking he's going to kick 4 every week or 3, and Dusty, you know what I think of Dusty, right? But let's be honest, is he going to be the same? You're saying he's
he's
going to
not.
be...
He's
you
30, yeah.
Come on.
See, he's going to be good.
He should be good.
Great.
But you have to play him as a mid forward, not a forward mid.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I agree
So
with that.
so where have you got him?
15th, and therefore, because I had North at 16th, I think I'll lose my slab because I just...
Ah, yeah, you got it. Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go.
I think I'll lose my slab.
Should've
Just I
backed
think
yourself up.
that might be a game better than North also. I think.
But it could go either way. It's going to be
So,
tight.
Yeah.
I've gone opposite to him, and you haven't. I think it's good for the club that they've got a new coach, and I think it's going to be a positive.
No, I didn't say it wasn't good.
You said it was very, very bad. The club's in a bad.
No, he's
No, I
saying-
said the position of the club with their
reckon?
list is in a bad spot. It's
So
great that
Hopper,
they changed.
Taranto, Rioli, Ross Baker, Short. They're okay.
Yeah,
Throw in the kids of Dow, Sonsi, Gibkis, and Tyler Young, who won 41 of 42 one-on-one defensive 50 contests last
good
year.
player. He's underrated.
So
and they finished
they've got
13th.
Yeah, I know, because like we said, Hardwick at the end lost his mind.
But this coach thinks
Martin was playing predominantly small forward. They didn't have Lynch. There's a lot of factors as to why. So I've got them 14th.
all that.
Jeez, I thought you were going to say 6 or something.
no way. But I've got them higher than
17th.
bottoming out.
But I'm not saying they're going to win
Because you've
4
got them
games.
14th as well. 15th.
Yes.
You know, I was contemplating having him higher, and then I had a rethink.
Then you came to your senses, right?
You'd be surprised how much of a loss Rewalt still is because he's smart. Mate. He was smart.
He is. Cochin's
Cochin's another loss. Come on. Yeah.
Okay, let's get to Geelong, who finished 12th last year with 10 wins.
Do you want me
It's
to go?
Vito's turn.
Geelong.
Please.
Well, what did they finish 12th?
They finished 12th.
Not a lot. Not a lot's going to change
Had
for
10
me.
wins.
I think Guthrie beat
Massive.
Guthrie, massive loss. Jack Hawkins, jumping Jack Hawkins.
37, 36.
That's what I was going to say, right?
Far out.
Is he? How many calf injuries is he going to have before they go? That's enough.
We had 0 last
More
year.
than
So.
you in indoor footy.
What do you mean? Last year he was out. Oh no, it was his arm last year, was
It
it?
hurt
I
his
don't know
arm.
what it was, but he played. He didn't have pre-season. He played round one.
Yeah,
Didn't
you're
miss a
right.
game for the
You're
year.
right.
Maybe missed one. So for
Okay, so
36
reliance is going to be on Jeremy Cameron, Stengel, the kick goals. For me, I know they've got a lot of young kids coming through. I think the midfield's an issue.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't worry about danger.
No,
Forget
you're right.
about danger.
I agree.
I think the midfield's an issue. Although they finished 12th, I think they might be on default. Funny enough, I think they'll finish 11th because I think some of the other sides are going to bottom out worse than them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
So the other sides are going to be worse than them. So therefore, on default, if that makes sense, they'll be
They're going to find themselves.
11th. They're not going to make the 8th. They're not even going to get close.
You don't reckon? They can't challenge during the year?
I honestly don't.
Okay.
Because I think Reliance is going to be on danger big time.
Andrew.
Well, we all know they play on a postage stamp, right? So there's 11 home games, 11 wins.
No, they won't win every game again.
Okay.
Nah.
They've got a soft draw.
Thank you.
They've got
Have a look at their
soft
draw and you tell me if they win 11
That's
at
why
home.
I've got...
They win 10 at home. That's 40 points already. They're going to win 3 or 4 more, all right?
That's ridiculous then.
So you're putting going to say it, are you?
Hang on.
No, I'm with him.
Okay.
I know what
right.
he's talking about.
Their midfield's very good. Yeah, you'll be surprised.
Go.
These, so Jai Clark, who didn't play last year.
Yep.
They reckon he's the next
Yeah,
Selwood.
good footballer.
So it's good. It's his second year. He's had a bit of a look.
Yep.
Danger. Mate,
Come on, mate.
hang on. He's
Come on.
going to be explosive. He's going to kick more goals this year than he's ever kicked, I reckon, right?
Okay, fair
I
enough.
still think Hawkins is a threat because he just knows how
I'm
to
not
play.
saying he's not a threat. All I'm saying is if he stands up and say, can he could get injured at a given moment.
Yeah,
and he's out,
absolutely.
and he's
So-
out for 5
so
weeks.
can anyone, let's
I
be
know, but I'm
honest,
talking
right?
his age, he's going to take that.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's 36, mate.
But he's
No,
smart.
he's-
He's
that's
smart
right.
enough to not run
I'm not saying he's
100
not
miles
smart.
an hour. Okay.
I'm not saying
Ollie
he's not
Henry,
Yeah, good.
Done.
very good player. They've got some good players. DeConning down back. Tom Stewart, best defender in the AFL.
Close. Parfit. Brune's a good footballer.
We haven't even mentioned the weird kick guy.
The weird kick guy.
Ooh.
The best assist player in the
Oh,
AFL.
Graham Myers.
Grind Myers.
Grind Myers,
How
exactly.
smart of a footballer is
So
he?
where does that all land for you?
I've got him finishing 4th.
You're cooked. No, he's cooked.
You're on
Fourth.
there still?
4th. We're only
He's cooked.
4th. Top 4.
What? You're off. You're on 11th from I told you.
Okay.
I think they'll be thereabouts, and I think they can make the 8.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough.
But not 4th. But I haven't picked them to make the 8.
Okay.
But
You
it
haven't got
wouldn't
enough
surprise
gumption
me.
for him
Well,
to
where have you
make
got
it.
him?
I said in last year's episode, don't write off Geelong on it. And I said during the course of the year when they
And we
had
said
a couple
write
of
them
good
off and they
wins.
didn't play finals, but this year
I've
I'm
got them 10th, but it means that they might miss out on percentage.
Okay, so you got similar to me.
Yeah. But not is all dead. They can score, they can defend, their mids are good. Don't forget that last year Henry, Stewart and DeConning missed big chunks as defenders
Correct.
in that back line.
It's anyway. It's the AFL's rigged anyway. You're right. 10
got
game, 11
got a
games,
soft
11
draw.
games at home
And of
with
course,
with all the
Rowan
shit
Atkins.
sides.
Rowan Atkinson.
Ryan Atkinson.
And Blixav.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're not as bad as they can make it. They can make the 8. I haven't got them in, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Okay.
Well,
I've got them 10th.
there's always a bolter, so I've gone 4th.
Okay.
That's huge.
Massive.
huge.
Massive.
I'm glad.
Yep.
All right, 11th Essendon. They won 11 wins and they were 8-5 after round 13 and sitting in equal 4th. And then after they beat Carlton one night,
So what
That
did
wasn't hard
and
to
after
finish
that they fell away. Won 3 more games against North, West Coast, and I can't think of the other team at the moment.
Didn't they lose?
They
to-
beat Adelaide.
They lost to West Coast, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost to West.
No, they beat West
No,
Coast.
they beat. It was close.
They beat West Coast by
Oh,
a
in the
point,
last second.
and they
Yeah,
beat
that's
North
right.
by a kick.
Yeah.
And then they beat Adelaide at Marvel in a shootout. That were their 3 wins after they were 8-5. They fell away. They were poor. They struggled in every facet. I'm going first, by the way, if you haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go
realised.
for it. Yeah.
They couldn't score. They couldn't defend. They couldn't move the ball. They couldn't lock the ball.
They're
in forward
hopeless.
50. They were horrendous in the back
Stevenson.
half. But they've got talent, and they've got good young talent. Like Merritt and Parrish have to lead the way.
Have to.
They're a good 1-2. Langford and right up forward can if they stay fit, can score. Redmond and Ridley down back, although Ridley hurt himself.
What about Chubbs?
Who's Chubbs?
Stringer.
Well, I think they've got to make
they
a
don't
decision
publish-
on
they don't-
Stringer and
Go on, sorry.
who's the other one? There's another bloke there that they've got on their list. I can't
Dylan
think of-
Shield?
Yeah, Dylan Shield.
Yeah.
So, but this is the thing, and you've said it. We've spoken about this. They're too nice.
Yeah.
They
No doubt.
lack grunt. They lack anger.
I'm surprised that last year they didn't have it with Brad Scott at the helm.
Isn't it? It's So, but I need to see more before I can trust them. I've got them
Yeah,
12th.
Okay.
They won't make it. They won't challenge. I need to see more of them.
Okay. Well, what did they finished at 11th, we said.
finished 11th.
Okay, so in my opinion, they might be a little bit better. I think Goldie will help in the ruck because he's actually still valuable in the ruck.
Releases Draper. What do you reckon happens
And that's
there?
what I mean. So Draper can maybe go forward, kick a couple more goals, or you can put Goldie forward, he can kick a couple
Goldie
goals.
can kick goals, yeah.
goals.
So he'll help with Wright and Langford.
Yep, and will Gresham be a bit of a...
Forgot about that.
You know, Gresham will be good on Marvel because they skate. I don't know about other grounds. Essendon's problem is this. Outside of Marvel, they struggle, in my opinion.
They do.
MCG's too sparse.
They need to play better on other grounds and not just concentrate like the Geelong thing. Marvel, we'll win 10 games there, but it doesn't always work like that because North can play well there. There's a few other sides that Hawthorn play well there. You know what I'm saying?
So you've got them hard to assess as well.
Very hard to assess. I've got them finishing.
What about your mate? Before you say where you got them finished,
You just mentioned him.
Did you mention Mackay?
Oh, jeez. Let's not go there. Let's.
You didn't mention him at all.
No, well, I won't mention him because in the first minute of the round one, he'll do his knee, so it doesn't matter.
You've been hoping every practice match he's going to do a knee. Or a
Oh, it
hamstring.
makes me sick.
So, okay, so Mackay's out for the season.
That football club paid him forever, and he didn't even be on the field. He wasn't even training.
Yeah.
No worries. Good on you, mate. Anyway, I've got him finishing 10th. Sorry, Ashton and Jackson, they're not going to make the 8. So I think they'll finish 10th. Just
But it's hard to assess.
correct.
Yeah, I agree. They're very
And
hard to
trust.
assess. Don't trust them. I don't see the toughness in Essendon. Very nice. Last year when they had that fall, like you mentioned, they were in the 8 and all that. They said they were getting tired towards the end of the season.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I
Brad Scott
remember
said.
that, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Crazy.
He's being honest, right? It's not his fault, but what?
Yeah, you identified it.
Yeah, you identified. But what are you doing getting tired?
They're saying that, though, and look, sorry to interrupt you. Just want to say this because it just comes to my head now. I know it's a practice match last week, but again, towards the end of that Geelong game, I don't know if you watched it, they looked like they ran out of legs again. I don't know if that was
They
just...
were okay in that
I don't know-
first
I don't know
half.
if it was just them taking the foot off. I don't know.
You're right.
But it looked like they just ran out of legs.
They were okay in that first half, weren't
very
they?
good, very good. I don't know.
We're not far from their home ground, so we should be nice to them.
Perhaps.
But having said that, I've got them finishing 11th. Nothing's going to change. I can't see anything
Would it
changing.
surprise either one of you guys if they made it? Would
No,
it be a
it wouldn't
surprise?
surprise me. I mean,
No, I wouldn't be like, Essendon made the 8, but I'd be like,
I'll
fair
give you an
effort.
example. We said it wouldn't surprise Geelong if they made it. Well, for me, it wouldn't surprise them.
Yeah.
They're the teams Essendon have to beat. Can they beat Geelong? You'd be picking Geelong every
Potentially.
week.
Yeah, I would be, yeah.
I'll be honest, right now, I think Essendon's more of a hope to make the 8 than Geelong.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yep, fair enough.
I don't buy Geelong this year. I don't buy them.
Fair enough.
I'm buying what Geelong's selling.
So 10th with 11 wins was Adelaide. Whose turn is it?
I'll go. Wow. That was stiff. We all know what happened last year.
Yeah,
with-
let's
Without going into it.
Not going to regurgitate that.
should have
again.
played finals. Very unlucky not to play finals. I think they're cherry ripe to play finals this year. I've personally, I'm going to come out and say it, I've got them finishing 6th.
Jeez.
Isaac Rankins found his feet.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to start. He's going to turn the competition on its head this year. He's been threatening for a few years. Even last year, he got better and better and better. This year's Isaac, and if he plays the way he plays, he could have a Dustin Martin year where he just not win premiership. I don't think they're right for premiership, but I just think they're primed for. Rory Sloane being injured is massive because he's had a great career, but him not playing gives another kid
A chance.
Luke Pedlar more time in the midfield.
Yeah, opportunity.
Oh, I just love what they did last year.
Okay.
Their forward line is astonishing. I
It
can go
is.
through every
Is
player
Walker
in
going
there.
to stand up again?
Absolutely,
question.
absolutely. Darcy Fogarty,
We'll hold that for yours.
mate. I reckon they look fantastic.
So you got them
Adelaide.
finishing 6th.
6th. Yep,
Okay.
Pete?
I've got them 8th, so I've got them actually
playing finals. Yeah.
just making it just, right?
Okay.
You want to, what was it? Not Walker. We spoke of Rankin. Let me tell you right now. Don't get me wrong. An absolute gun, skill, X factor, all that. But that sook could spit the dummy in any given moment, mate.
No, he's in Adelaide. He's happy now.
Ah,
He was
give me a
spitting a dummy in
spell.
Gold Coast. He didn't want to be there. He wanted
But
to go
anyway,
home.
if things don't go his way, he's a sook. That's my opinion on him, right? So, can you rely on him? You can in the way of ability, yes, but
How many goals do you
attitude.
think he kicks? Or should he be kicking for Adelaide to play finals?
I should be kicking 40. I reckon.
Yeah, he should be kicking 35, 40. Personally, I think that, like I said, they'll just make the 8. I think you'll maybe finish. You'll kick 25, maybe a goal
It's
a game.
a goal game. Jeez, he's better than that.
I don't know.
Sure.
I just
No,
don't,
but
I
he's
don't,
thinking of inconsistency.
yeah, I don't
He's
trust
spitting
him.
the
I
dummy.
just don't trust him.
Okay.
Tex, don't get me wrong,
How many goals
unbelievable
did he kick
last
last
year.
year?
70, 68 or
Incredible,
something.
76 goals.
I'll be honest with
whatever
you,
it was.
I can't see that again.
No.
Right?
But he doesn't have to. That's the thing.
But the plus is Rochelle, Keys,
Yep.
those other younger
Phil
guys.
Thorpe.
Yeah,
Fogarty.
yeah. I think they're going to improve. Hence why I think
You got
from
him in the 8th.
10th, I've got a mate. And it's not,
Yep.
I'm not putting him mates because of Walker and Rankin.
Hmm.
Rankin I don't trust as good as he is. And Walker, I just don't think he's going to kick the same amount of goals again.
Yeah, I
I think
agree.
the other guys, the younger guys, are going to step up to get them in there.
Yep. So 8th for Vito. What do they need to make finals? Well, yeah, Rankin, Rochelle, Thilthorpe, Fogarty. They can't rely on Walker, so we've gone over that. Dawson's a gun leader.
Gun.
The defence wasn't great at times. That's their Achilles heel. And you can't keep relying on Mitch Hinge, Brodie Smith, Jordan Butts.
No.
They bring Curtin in, but they've lost Doty. So that's going
That's
to be
a
a
loss.
problem. They're going to concede scores. What is interesting is that they are ranked number 1 for scoring last year,
all I need
95
to know.
points a game. But if you're ranked 1 for scoring at 95 points a game, why are you not top 4?
Correct.
Because
your
they concede too much, yeah.
So, and Malera's the other defender. No, I've got them missing. I don't think
Where you
they're
got
ready. I think they can have a good, stable year. At the moment, I've got them 11th.
Wow. Okay.
I just
So same.
have a look at their bottom 10. You look at their bottom 10.
You could say that about almost anyone, though. Let's be
Good
honest.
point. I couldn't squeeze them in. I've
Okay,
got too many
fair
sides
enough.
that-
Oh, that's fair enough.
They'll be competitive. Even they'll be like Geelong. They'll be in the 8 at times. If they made it, wouldn't surprise me if they finished 8th, like you
Yeah,
said, and just
yeah,
getting
yeah.
there.
Okay.
But I've got a couple of sides ahead of them at the
No,
moment.
that's fair. That's fair. I've got no issue with that.
Okay.
And they don't win enough games on the road.
That too.
Comes with maturity. Anyway.
Fair enough. So the last side we're going to discuss in this episode is 9th placed Western Bulldogs with 12 wins. Take it away.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, before I get into them, I think they'll stay where they are.
But you don't like them.
Oh no, hear me out. I think they will stay 9th. I don't think they'll make the 8. I think Adelaide will pip them for 8th
Eighth,
and 9th.
yep.
I think they'll be around there. The Essendon Bulldogs will sit around that.
Yeah.
They need to. I don't care what anyone says, and I know you guys probably agreed with me last year. They need to change coach.
Yeah, we
100%.
said,
Don't get me
we
wrong,
all
mate.
agreed last year. Yeah.
You know, I don't trust what's his name with the headband. I've got a bit of a blank.
Aaron Norton.
Aaron Norton.
I don't trust him for kicking.
No, he's just shocking. Kick.
Right,
He's a better centre-half back.
I agree.
He is.
Ugle-Hagen, a star.
Yep.
Absolute star. He could
Right.
tear the competitions to
You
shreds.
a star.
Yep.
But Lombardi's Bont in the middle. Yep, absolutely. Bailey Smith is a massive, massive loss to them. I would have put him in the 8 actually if he
That much of a difference.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how much difference he makes. He's got X factor. Not about kicking goals either. He's one of those guys that will get the ball on the wing or on half forward or whatever and turn it into goals. You know what I mean? He's got something that I think they're going to miss.
I'm going to ask you a question. It's useless because he's not playing this year, but he played off half-back at times last year. He's a wingman, isn't he?
Who?
Bailey Smith.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He's played in the wrong position. Of
Cool. Totally agree. That's what I'm saying. If he was playing this year on the wing, he turns, that congestion on the
He
wing.
opens it up.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
He
my
does.
point. Don't get me wrong. Libba, Gunn, they're
McRae.
great midfield. Oh no, I don't rate
McRae.
him. I don't
He won't
rate
even
him.
get a game.
Still gets the...
Will not get a game
What?
this year.
There's another Instagram post I've got to put on.
What?
No,
He-
massive comments.
He won't get a game this year.
I'm with
silly.
you. I'm with you.
He's the most overrated player in the AFL.
Yeah, but he's in their best 22.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Oh, no,
No.
he's in the best 22.
No, he's not. He cannot be.
Look.
For them to achieve another final series, cannot
Anyway,
be.
that's my reasoning. I don't think they'll move, but I think once they're not got nothing against Beveridge. I have nothing against him. I just think he's had his time there.
Yeah.
And once he leaves, I think they'll be a good again because I think they've got a good enough list. But I just think they're stale, and I think they'll be thereabouts.
That's fair.
Andrew.
I actually like what the Bulldogs are doing. There's this kid, his name's Riley Sanders. Have you seen him play?
Done.
Oh, I love his old man's chicken.
You don't eat KFC,
Nah, very rarely.
But have you seen him play?
but it tastes
No,
smells nice.
I actually haven't, to be honest.
Okay.
I know, I've heard, but I have not watched him.
That's
play.
why Craig McRae. That's why Jack McRae won't get a game because Riley Sanders.
Oh no, they'll let both of them in.
Yeah.
Because even though he turns it over a bit, McRae, he'll still get his 30.
There's a guy called Harms that's come in too. He'll
Arms
get a
comes
game.
in. Caulfield comes in.
Is he making a comeback?
Wayne
No,
Arms.
James Harms. Mate, he's a lot tougher
Caulfield?
and stronger than not
Caulfield
bad
comes
off
back.
halfback. Yeah, it's a
Okay,
good
fair
pickup.
enough. Yeah, all right.
I like what they're doing. I agree with Norton. He's the worst kick in the AFL.
One off.
No, the worst. Actually, equal with someone else. I
Oh,
can't.
God.
I can't.
I'm going to go down that road.
No, I can't trust goal kicking. Like goal kicking's big for me. Like if you've got forwards that you rely on that cannot kick a football, you can't win games. That's it.
I agree.
You can have 30 shots a goal and kick 12 goals 18. You're losing most games, right? But I do like what they're doing. Unfortunately, they're not playing finals. They're finishing 10th.
Okay, so similar to what I
Yeah,
got.
right. Okay. So I've got him in. I've got him finishing 8th.
Right. Okay. Well, then we're
Which is
all-
pretty much your theory, and
Yeah.
Adelaide. I've got Adelaide 9th. You've got Adelaide 8th.
Yeah, well,
So it's
I
just
said they'll be
toss of the
fine.
yeah,
I agree.
Toss of the dice. It's flip of the coin. They're stuck in the middle. Not that song, but they're
Yeah, I know
stuck
what you
in
mean.
the middle of the dice.
I agree. But do you think if the coach, they need a fresh
100%.
coat of paint? That's the-
100%.
You know?
Their top end's really good still. Bont, Libber, English.
doubt. No
Not
doubt.
he's still a good footballer.
He's a good footballer. He just can't kick.
Beautiful hands.
Good kids. Jamara and Darcy will run that forward line
Yep.
so they can score.
They'll be thereabouts.
Yeah.
They've just got to nail their game plan because they looked odd
Yeah.
at times last
No
year.
doubt.
We didn't know what their trademark was
Are they-
or their product.
Again, I'll go back to are they listening? Is it becoming
That's
stale?
the thing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
perhaps,
the message
yeah.
sort of
Getting
getting
through, yeah.
stale. They had odd wins and odd losses. They've got to change that.
I agree.
Really weird losses.
They lost to West Coast.
West Coast.
That was
They lost to Geelong when Geelong was down.
That's who lost to West Coast. I was thinking
Cost North Harley Reid.
That's right. And then they lost to Geelong when Geelong were poorly out of form. Geelong go to Etihad, beat them on a
Yeah.
Saturday night. Like,
Yeah.
Although
they
we
have
got-
these weird sort of results. So they're great at clearances but can't score. They're great at rebound, but they can't find inside 50. And they're too inconsistent, so I don't trust them enough to make that top 6, top 4. But I think they can make the 8.
Okay.
I've got them 8th.
I wouldn't be surprised if they finished 8th or 7th.
Well, I've got them 8th because I think they can fix those problems.
Well, you've got them 8th, he's got them 9th, I've got them 10th. So we've got them around about the
It's
mark.
a roundabout.
That's what I said.
Yep. And there you have it. Part 1 of our season preview in the books. Don't miss part 2 where things get really interesting. Be sure to let us know how our predictions look in the comments down below. And we'll see you in part 2.